Hello everybody, and welcome to our Night Owl Part 2 night hike. It's just a little bit after 8 o'clock, so I'm going to give everybody just a few more moments to tune in for those that are joining us for Part 2 to complete their Cadette Night Owl badge. For those that have not met me yet, my name's Kelly Red Campbell. I'm the Outdoor Program Specialist for the Girl Scouts of Central Maryland, and I'm the Camp Director for Camp Conowingo during the summer. And joining me on this hike is...
Hi guys, I'm Megan Taz Campbell, Camp Director for Camp Winona with the Girl Scouts Nation's capital. Happy to assist you with your night owl activities today.
Awesome. So hopefully you guys were able to watch the video, which was part 1 that was posted on the GSCM webpage earlier today. I know there was a few technical difficulties, but I do know that it was up and viewable today, so I hope you tuned in. If not, and you're kind of doing things backwards, that's okay too.
Fox. Sorry.
Where?
Over there. Over there.
I don't see it.
Okay, we'll keep talking.
Oh, okay. If you're doing things in reverse and you're tuning in for our night hike, although it's not quite night yet, so... and then you're going to watch the video later, that's okay too. We'll kind of touch base on all of it, but now we're going to go through a little journey through our neighborhood, and then I'm lucky enough to live kind of close to a park, and so we're going to go back into the park a little bit as well as part of our night hike journey. Oh. So in the video, we talked a little bit about foxes. Let me see if I can turn our...
That camera button that turns.
Where? Oh, yep.
There.
So over there, that little blurry dot is actually a fox. So look at that. Seeing nature already on our night hike. And we haven't even gone but a little ways from our house. All right. So we'll look both ways. We're going to cross the street as we venture through our neighborhood and down towards the park entrance for us. Let's see, so that you're not just kind of watching us walk around. Taz, what would you say is your favorite like nighttime activity or game?
I really like stargazing. And learning the Constellation stories. That's probably my favorite time activity. And my favorite nighttime game is probably Flash.
Oh, great. Thank you for telling us where you're joining us. Get that part. I just kind of jump right in and start talking a little bit. But tell us where you're tuning in from, and person, I have to stop. I can't read and walk at the same time. Enjoyed the video from this morning and learning about the why pirates wear eye patches and that frogs can see color in the night, which I did think was pretty cool. So if you guys want to tell us where you're tuning in from and then maybe what your favorite part of the video from today, I think that would be really cool. Taz and I are hoping that by the time we get down to the park entrance, it'll be a little darker for our night hike.
Fingers crossed that the sky clears a little bit, because I don't know what it looks like at your house right now, but it suddenly became very overcast here around 7:30.
Yeah, it was beautiful all day today. I hope you guys got outside and enjoyed some of that. And then naturally, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow, we do have some clouds, which might make stargazing a little difficult. So we've got somebody Wisconsin, Georgia, Maryland.
Awesome.
Nice. All right, so Taz said her favorite activities in the night were stargazing and flashlight tag. What are my favorite nighttime activities? Or just one activity, I guess.
You didn't prepare for this question, did you?
I didn't prepare for this question ahead of time. No, it was spur of the moment.
I think Red's favorite nighttime activity is campfire programs.
I actually, yes, would say that that's correct. I do love a good campfire program with all of the, traditional Girl Scout songs. I do enjoy them. I really especially enjoy them when somebody new joins me and we get to learn a new song. I do love that. Or even just a different variation of our songs that we currently sing. Oh, or Missouri.
I know.
Definitely not night hiking in California right now.
No. I know you guys can't on us. It looks like nature had a party last night.
Oh, we could.
Yeah, so
Hold on. Now that I know how to turn the camera around.
it's like nature's glitter all over everybody's yards here because we just have a lot of
Ooh, Pennsylvania.
sweet, sweet pear trees and cherry blossom trees and
Nice.
some dogwoods. So it looks like nature had a party and left their confetti everywhere.
You can kind of see it in the road. Ooh, another Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us.
bunny.
Oh, look, more wildlife. Bunnies.
He's pretending he's not real.
Yeah, that bunny's pretending like we can't see it. But as you guys can see, we definitely can.
So if this is not your first video, then you guys know that we have dogs. And recently, our youngest dog, Bullet, has developed an attachment to squirrels and bunnies because they're hanging out in our yard right now. So I like to tell girls, if I had to create a Constellation story, it would be how Bullet ran so fast and so far up the tree in our backyard that he jumped into the sky and gets to stay there and chase squirrels all the time.
Yeah. So part of the Night Owl badge requirements was to create your own Constellation story. And so Taz has helped me in many of our programs thus far and helped me create that video that I know that some of you guys have watched. And so part of that was you had to create your Constellation story, or maybe you haven't done it just yet and you're really thinking and waiting for inspiration. Oh, there are a lot of them. So hopefully you'll think maybe if you haven't come up with your Constellation story yet, let your imagination run wild. I mean, our dog jumping so high into the tree to get a squirrel that he landed in the stars, that's pretty imaginative for sure.
I mean, it's possible for him. He can jump 4 feet from stop, so.
True. He can. All right. So don't worry, guys. We're almost to the entrance. And as you can tell, it is getting darker. So hopefully it'll all work out.
So this was probably some of your homework from the first video that you also have to do to earn your badge, which is walk around during the daytime and check out your neighborhood, and walk it again at night and see how the colors change. So I told Red that we can look at that while we're walking today and see if the blue houses still look blue and the white houses still look white. Right now they all still look blue and white because the sun hasn't set completely down. It's still nice and dusky outside. But I think later we'll know that the white houses look gray and the blue houses look another shade of gray, and so on. Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay, so I did answer the nighttime activity question.
You did. You got another question?
Okay, I'll ask this. This is an interview question I like to ask my prospective summer staff, but is one that most of us can answer for sure. Taz, what would you say is your favorite camp song? Period. Question mark.
I think most people who know me know my favorite camp song is Magic.
Mm.
If I had to pick a favorite action song, it's probably Aardvark.
Ooh, Aardvark. That's a good one. I do also enjoy Magic.
I also am quite fond of One Tin Soldier and On the Loose as well.
Oh.
And, I just forgot the name of it. Oh, On My Honor. Also
On My
another
Honor.
favorite of mine.
Wow, that's so many favorites. This one's an easy one for me. I don't have to think about it. My favorite camp song is... Actually, I don't actually know what the title of it is. We just call it the elephant song. You know, the one where it's like...
Oh, tell me, have you seen?
Yeah, oh, tell me, have you seen what's in the air tonight? It's something big and gray and it's riding on a bike. That's my favorite camp song of all times. Although if I needed to pick a slow song, since Taz picked both, I think my slow song I would pick is Edelweiss.
Oh, that's
with the hand movements, of course. So for those of you watching us...
Not Purple Lights?
No, wow, that's a good one, but no, I think I would pick Edelweiss. What are your guys' favorite camp songs? You want to type them into the comments so that Taz and I can appreciate. Oh, Bazooka Bubblegum.
Yeah, it's a good
yes,
one.
that is a good one. That one's a lot of fun, for sure. Oh, it's getting dark now. I know it doesn't look like it on the camera.
Quick, fast. So we did check and the sun officially set at 7:58. So this is at after hour time where it's kind of dark but light enough to see. And silly us, we didn't bring a flashlight, guys.
I sure did.
Oh!
I have a flashlight.
Look at that, prepared.
All right, so let's turn this around. So we're gonna enter in. Ooh, donut shop. Ooh, Princess Pat. That's Taz's mom's favorite camp song.
There's raspberries.
Raspberries?
Guys, she just brought me along to identify the plants for you.
Yeah. Donut shop. Ooh, Little Red Wagon. That's another good one. All right, so Taz is gonna do another identification for us.
Need your flashlight.
Oh.
So as you're walking around in your neighborhood, this is a really great time for you to look at nature around you and know what not to touch. So does anybody see what's in front of us and can tell me what it is?
Anybody know what this is? This vine that's growing on this tree? Any guesses?
They're all thinking about it.
They're thinking, oh.
We're still on songs. I
That's
like
okay.
it.
Princess Pat is a good one.
Okay, so there might be a delay. So we're going to pretend that you wrote in the answer. We just haven't seen it yet. And what you see right now is the hairy vine of poison ivy.
There it is. Ryan got it.
Yeah, good job, Ryan. Now, if you look on the next tree, you can very clearly see that
Oh, Amy got it too.
There you go. It's got its 3 characteristic leaves. Now, that's a little hard to see because they're a little far away. Let me see if there's any. Oh, here, there's some on the ground.
Oh, okay, good.
So you can see that it looks like 2 little mittens and kind of like, oh, what's that? I don't know. It's like if you put your hands like this.
Oh, wait. This person says monkey tail also.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like. So 2 little mittens reaching out and then that cool Star Trek hand signal in the middle there. And so it's not red. It's not shiny. But it can be red and shiny. It can look like anything. So if you don't know exactly what it is and it's in 3 leaves, you just let that be, guys.
Let it be. Leaves of 3, let it be.
And the other one for the monkey tail is hairy monkey vines, no friend of mine.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right, so let's go a little further out into our path. This is part of Gunpowder State Park, just in case you guys were wondering where we are.
There's so many flowers. It smells so nice.
It does smell nice.
There's lots of poison ivy.
Okay, well.
The whole left side. Just in case you need to know, dear.
Woo! Now you guys can see it is, in fact, a little darker under all this tree coverage. Well, according to the camera, it's full on dark. But I promise you it's not.
Now you may be wondering why we're just walking around right now. First, it's so you guys can enjoy a hike with us. But second, we're trying to wait till the sun goes completely down and the sky is completely dark so that we can do some color and light activities with you guys while we patiently wait for the skies to clear so we can look at stars.
Although, we might want to do the color activity. Like, look, you see our screen?
Let's start. Oh. Whoa, yeah, it thinks it's really dark, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Oh, wow. There's just so many flower smells right now. Honeysuckle, that's what I smell. Teeny tiny little baby honeysuckle.
Let's move back further in where it was a lot. Oh, more tree coverage. Ooh!
Oh.
Spiderweb, everybody. One of the perks of hiking in the front.
Wow, this is a nice little path we found. With lots of poison ivy. You'd have to like ward the dogs. All right, guys, so let's try and do a color challenge. In daytime, we have so many receptors taking in light in our rods and our cones, which you guys saw in the video if you watched it earlier. But at nighttime, we don't see as well because there's not enough light to enhance our rods. But you can see awkwardly, weirdly, better from your peripheral than you can from your front. So keep that in mind. But because we don't have as many lights, we're going to do a color test. So I have this color, and I'm not sure if you can see it. The idea is that it's dark. And I want you to try and tell me what color this is.
Oh gosh, I don't think they're gonna be able to tell. It's very dark. Maybe I'll get... Nope, definitely can't see it.
Oh, darn.
Should I show my flashlight?
Well, I think that's the point, huh? It's so dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You could turn the flashlight on, but down here at the bottom, I suppose.
Oh, Deb's checking in from Baltimore. Thanks, Deb.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. What color do we think that is?
Laura says green.
Okay.
Nicole says blue. Abby says white.
Mm-hmm.
Lily says white.
All right, so
Also, Lisa says white. So that seems to be the winning vote. Yeah.
All right, so it's either blue, green, or white. Let's do the next one. I'll try and keep them in order so we can reveal them. So this next one.
Ooh, we had a pale blue, white, and gray votes as well for the other one.
Oh, cool.
All right, so now we're on our new one. Morgan says green. Katie says yellow. We have a green vote, either light green or light blue. So many votes.
Good job, guys. Good job. All right, we ready for our third one?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this one. This one's going to be hard.
You're further up. No, you come down. Okay. All right. Blue question mark, yellow, neon yellow, very specific.
Oh, I think that they're referring to the one before this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got our delay going on.
Mm-hmm.
Lily says yellow M&M. Okay. All right. I don't know which votes these are for. Okay, so I think now we're there. Brittany says that this one's purple. Then we have pink, purple, pink, 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 pink or red,
Mm-hmm.
pink, purple.
So we're sticking with the P's, are we?
We are, yeah. Red or pink.
Okay, good. All right, so keep that in mind, and we're going to go to number 4. This is our last color we're going to try out.
That's not the one you just did?
No.
Oh.
Do they look the same to you on that side?
Nope. This one I definitely can see a difference, but I thought that this one was a different color. Or the one you just did. I'm sorry. Pink. Pink. Red, says Lisa.
Good. You can hear all the geese honking.
Orange, Laura says. Abby says neon pink. Red. Red or orange.
I see a trend.
Orange or red.
Trend going in all of these
Orange?
answers. I feel
Red, orange.
like there's a lot of reds and yellows and pinks. So I wonder if at nighttime our eyes interpret things in a more yellowy red tone.
Oh.
Okay, so let's actually reveal our colors. So number 1.
Ta-da! Oh, I'll hold it up like this.
Number 1 is a bright blue.
Wait, that's not very...
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Bright blue, that one is.
Yeah, these are all Post-it, so imagine the bright blue Post-it, and you know what color that is. All right, our next one, you guys were really good with this one. It is a neon green.
Personally, I would say that's neon yellow.
Okay, well.
But if so, either of those.
I mean, it is neon green, though, I can tell you. Okay, you guys ready? Third one. They're like, no, it's not. Okay, third one. Here we go. Yeah, I need you to bring the light over here. I don't know. Oh, wait, there we go.
No, yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't really see this one either.
Wait,
no, yeah.
It looks a lot cooler from this side.
This one is purple. This is the
purple,
one that
purple.
even tricked me.
Yeah.
I did not realize, and I'm standing right in front of Taz, that one is purple.
And it's harder because this one's already a dark color, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so our last one, you guys did it so well.
Is a neon pink.
Yeah, right now it looks red to me. But yeah,
It does.
it is. It's a neon pink color.
It does look a little orangey.
Yeah, so you guys did really well. I do think we should maybe look into that red, yellow, orange trend at night, though. That was cool.
All right, so now we're going to walk a little further on our hike. Thank you for playing along with us, everybody, in terms of guessing what colors that you saw. It is interesting to note that color variations might change based on how much light is around us or not around us, as the case may be. And that even myself, who was so close to Taz, even didn't realize what one of the colors was. All right. So now you guys can see that it is starting to get dark.
How farther do you want to go?
Well, this is probably our best option for
Open sky.
stargazing. But for our candle test, what were we going to use for the colors?
Oh, they can make it something at home.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that here in this corner. I think just so close to the water.
He goes this way.
Okay. There seems to be a lot of different options. Huh?
There are, yeah. When I explored this path the other day, I went straight. Today we're going left. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there seemed to be a flock of geese very nearby. Oh, there's some water.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a great tree frog. P.S. by the way.
A gray tree frog. Oh, we just heard a gray tree frog live. You guys listen to it.
That sounds really good.
That does sound really big. There's just something out ahead of us, guys, that is making
Very loud sounds.
very loud sounds. And so when you hear loud sounds when you're out in nature, your best option is just to kind of hang out and see what happens.
Just wait. You never want to be like T-boned by a deer running across the path. So
Definitely not. Okay, it's not making any more noises, so we'll go a little further. All right, so our next activity that we want to do with you all, since it's so much darker on the screen than it is in person, but that means our activity should work really well.
So you want them to go somewhere dark and in a dark room.
Yeah, so for this next part, we need you guys to join us in a dark space. So that could be like where you are now, but with the lights off and the curtains drawn, or when Taz did this program with some kids, they went inside their bathroom and shut the door, just someplace that it's dark, because we're going to test out basically the pirate eye patch theory, we'll call it. Mm-hmm. And so if you guys have already watched the video, you'll have seen that pirates wear eye patches and why they wear eye patches. And so now we'll do a nice practical test, an experiment with you guys. So we'll give you just a couple seconds to get someplace dark so that you can join us. And we're going to get out our experiment pieces, ingredients. What's the word that I wanted there?
I don't know. I don't know what story I'm going to tell. Okay. So we're going to do 2 steps, and in both steps you're going to need to look at something afterwards. So pick something that you can kind of see in the area you're at, be it a candle, be it your shirt, especially if you're wearing lots of colors on your shirt.
Oh, Lisa says she's outside right now.
Perfect.
Yeah, Lisa, that's okay. It should still work if you focus in on the screen and then follow along from there. So it still should be okay because it's kind of dark out now, and so it should still work.
All right, so I'm gonna put my drink down. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is we're gonna practice the pirate eye patch. So take one of your hands, doesn't matter, left or right, and cover up that left or right eye. So create your own hand patch, right, just like this. And keep this eye open, the other one. And you're gonna look at your screen, and I'm gonna try and remember a Constellation story from memory. So this is a real challenge, friends. Okay, so while you're looking at your screen, we're gonna watch this one candle go. if I can get it to light. All right. Hang on again. Okay, great. All right, I'm sure everybody has their eye patch on and they're in a darker space. So I think you already heard about Ursa Major and Ursa Minor.
We did.
And I feel like you heard about Cassiopeia.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so there's another really big, huge constellation in the sky that is a ship. And I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's a really big ship. And it's 3 different constellations that form together to make this big ship. And it's also part of the Ursa Major family. So the family involves Cassiopeia, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, Draco, all of those northeastern, north directional constellations and asterisms. But this giant ship was really important. So there was a guy named Jason, and he had to do a competition, not do a competition, but do a challenge so that he could get his throne back from his wicked uncle. Just like a Disney story, guys. There's always a wicked somebody. So he had to build this ship, and the ship was magical. He had the help of the gods to build the ship. It was made with special oak wood that could sing and talk. And so the ship really assisted him in sailing over to the dark seas and recovering golden apples.
Mm-hmm.
And so he retrieved it was the golden fleece. I'm mixing up my stories. The golden fleece of the ram, Ares, who also lives in the sky. Right. So he retrieved the golden fleece and had to bring it back. And he had a really good journey. This ship was the strongest ship ever built. Oh, we're going out. This ship was the strongest ship ever built. It sailed the seas faithfully and never sank in a storm. When he returned with his golden fleece, he got his throne back and then gave the boat to Poseidon so that Poseidon could honor his ship, which was so faithful to him. Poseidon loved the gift so much that he put it up into the sky so that he could share it with everyone.
Awesome. All right, so now as our candle appropriately is about to go out. Awesome. All right, so now we want you guys to close your eye that was open and remove your eye patch, and then look at whatever it was that you picked out as your image, okay? And we're hoping, the point of this, based on Remember What Pirates, is so that your dark adapted eye should see more colors, or it should be able to see just kind of at all, even though it was already dark. Yeah. So we hope that experiment worked for you guys and that you enjoyed Taz's constellation story. And now we're just, to be honest, I don't think we're going to see any stars.
I don't think so either.
Which is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
We were really excited. We looked them up. We prepared.
You can't even see Venus.
Yeah, we were banking on that we'd at least be able to see Venus.
All right, so one of the other constellation stories, which I can tell you guys, is about Draco the Dragon, which I mentioned.
Oh, I like this one.
Is also part of the Ursa Major's constellation family. So, I have a picture I drew of it, in case we couldn't see it. I don't know how well you can see the picture, though. This is our friend. Nope, that's Cassiopeia. This is our friend Draco the Dragon. This is what he looks like in the sky. All right, so Draco was a dragon who was kind of a pet to the goddess Hera. And so she had a garden, and this is where the golden apples come in, guys. So she had a garden, and the garden was filled with golden apples. And she placed this magical pet dragon named Ladon at this garden along with some of her daughters to protect the beautiful golden apples. And Draco is always partnered with Hercules in the sky. Hercules actually puts his foot right on top of Draco's head, which I don't think is very nice, but it's because Hercules conquered Ladon the dragon. One of his 12 labors, which he had all these challenges, and there were obviously 12 of them, was to go and retrieve some of these golden apples. And so he snuck into the garden, and while trying to retrieve the apples, encountered Draco Ladon the dragon. And he slayed the dragon, because what do good heroes do in all of our fairy tales?
They slay the dragon.
And then went away with his golden apples, which he got. But Hera loved her pet so much that she also put him into the sky so that we could keep him around. And he is another asterism, just like Cassiopeia and Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. They're smaller constellations of a bigger family, and they're all circumpolar constellations. So I'm sure you guys learned this in the one video, but circumpolar means that they all rotate around Polaris in one circle, and so we can see them all the time in the sky wherever we are, depending on the day. They could be below the horizon and you might need to wait for them to rise. Except Cassiopeia, who sometimes sinks into the ocean, and Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, which never go below the horizon because that's part of their stories as well. Was another story I wanted to tell? Nope.
That's okay.
That was it.
All right. So, let me see if I can turn this around? No. All right.
Oh, what a bright light.
I know. Okay, well, I was trying to...
I'll light you from this side, shall
No, it's okay. I wanted to get both of us. But really, I just wanted to say thank you guys for joining us on our night hike. I'm really sorry that the clouds rolled in and we weren't able actually to talk about any stars, like, you know, actually be able to see them. I know that Taz told us some really great stories.
I remember.
And apparently she remembered one more story. But before we tell you that story, there is what's the app that you suggest people look at so that you can see the night sky even when it's cloudy?
Yeah, so I wasn't going to tell you a story. I was going to tell you about what cool things you can see. So
I'll just turn it around for you.
There's a desktop app and website that you can look online. It's the best one. It's called Stellarium. Stellarium, and that one's really cool. You can look at the sky, what exactly it looks like right now in your backyard from your zip code, and fast forward time and subtract time and see all those really cool things. You can also download some free ones. There's like Night Sky Light, Sky View on your phones, and download those free ones. Don't pay for the extra features. You only need the free ones. They show you what the constellations look like in the sky and where they are and help you identify planets. And so you want to use those if you're going to use an app on your phone or like at home on your website browser. Stellarium, guys. That's it.
Stellarium?
Yeah. I also believe because of our current pandemic situation that they're offering free downloads of Stellarium Elementary, which is a desktop app. So you can have that now on your desktop. Look at stars whenever you want.
Yeah.
So a couple of the other things I wanted to tell you guys about are some of the cool things you can see this week in the sky when it's not
Amy
cloudy.
says that Sky Maps is also cool.
Cool. Sky Maps. I like it. I haven't
Thanks,
tried that
Amy.
one, but I'll look at that one.
Also, we say love the constellation stories, so thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. I love them too. Okay, so right now in the sky, Venus, you know that planet Venus? Yeah, you guys got it. So Venus is its brightest it's gonna be in its entire 9-month cycle in the sky. We can't see it right now, but you'll be able to see it. Venus looks like that bright, 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 bright star, kind of like what the flashlight looked like when you just saw it shining in the screen. And the difference between a star and a planet is stars twinkle. So when you see this bright light that's not moving because it's not an airplane, it's not twinkling because it's not a star, it's going to be Venus just rising up in the sky. Another really cool thing, which you have to do around 4 in the morning, it's really early, right before sunrise, you want to look to the southwestern sky, wherever you are, and you'll be able to see what I like to call the Planetary Party. And it's Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars all lining up in a line. It's really cool. Right now they're still in their line formation, which is kind of like a straight line, but they're moving into a little bit of a triangle. But you can still see those guys lined up, having their own party together in the sky. Another cool thing what I want you guys to keep in mind isn't this week, but it's right at the start of next week, May 6th, maybe May 7th. It's May 7th is our 3rd supermoon of the year. It's our last supermoon of the year. I'm sure you guys all watched the video and learned what supermoons are and why they're cool. But it's going to be our last supermoon of the year. So I recommend you go out and watch that moon illusion yourself and check it out and see if it's really an optical illusion or does the moon actually shrink.
Awesome.
That's all I got right now.
This Lynette says that she loves the backstory on the constellations. They just learned about Draco the Dragon on a brownie super science adventure.
Yes.
Awesome.
Draco's so cool.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna walk back, and maybe we're actually in a little bit of a tree coverage right now, and maybe, I mean, not much to be honest. But maybe once we get back into the open, we'll at least be able to see Venus. Yeah. But, oh, another spider web. That's okay. All right, guys and gals and everybody else tuning in.
Ladies and friends. I don't know if you can see Venus, or I don't know if they can, but there's a really great example of light pollution on the left.
Light pollution on the left. Oh, okay. So you guys see how dark it is, like straight in front of the camera, because there's nothing there. But if we turn this way, you guys can kind of see how it has that little bit of red haziness. Okay, and that's a perfect example of light pollution. How if I look one direction, it's perfectly dark, but if I turn just in a different direction, all I did is turn 90 degrees to the left, you can kind of see that red haziness right above the trees, and that is actually a perfect example of light pollution. Yeah, but so we'll turn back to the dark just because we're night hiking, and so why not look at the night instead of the light pollution? But as you can see, unfortunately for us here in our sky, nothing but no Venus, nothing but clouds, but that's okay. We'll try again later. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in for our live night hike with Taz and I as we journeyed through our neighborhood and into Gunpowder State Park and enjoyed some of this nice weather before it rains on us tomorrow. I agree with you, Lynette. Girl Scouts do rock. So keep tuning in to all these virtual programs. We love having you guys with us and going on these journeys even though we're not in person. And we can't wait until you tune in with us again. Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.